Okay, so in this lecture, I'm going to finish exercise 35. And then we're going to write another swirl rule, right? This time, pretty much everything is the same, except what? This rule that we are about to write is very similar to one that we previously wrote, right, in exercise 34. The only difference is what? Let's see. Only difference is this time customer will get a 10% discount rather than what? 20%. If his or her preference is either medium or hot. So anything is milder than a hot, right? His preference is milder than a hot, right? So the C has to be the customer, and if the customer purchase some number of pizza, right? And if that if that customer has some kind of preference, right? SPR, and that preference is milder than hot, right? It's milder than hot. And then the number of pizza, right, purchased by this particular customer is greater than 1. Then what? That has discount. That customer will have what? 10% discount. So that's the rule. Okay, so it's pretty much the same except the preferences. So these two things is going to be the major difference, okay, compared to the previous rule, right? So now let's just take a look at this diagram one more time. You know what? I need a little bit more space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this guy, right? Because I need more space. Okay. And okay, so if you look at this, the orange color, right? This is the exercise 34, right? So we had the swirl rule. I think that the name of the swirl rule is what? Hot discount rule. And then the one that we're about to write, the name of that rule is less spicy discount rule. Okay. So now in exercise 34, right? We run hot discount rule, right? The HDR rule, hot discount rule, right? And the execution result is that couple of data property assertions were added to the A box, right? As a result. Now, let me just use a different color. Let's see. I'm going to use a purple this time. Okay. So for the exercise 35, we're going to use a swirl rule called less spicy discount rule. Less spicy discount rule, right? So thanks to LSDR rule, right? Let's see what kind of property assertions were added to the A box. Okay. So this is what? This is exercise 35, right? So now let's just do exercise 35. Where is my project? Okay. And then go to the swirl rule, right? And then let's just add these rules. Oops. Okay, go to the swirl rules and then maybe just click this. Since the rules are almost identical, let's just clone it, okay, instead of a new. And then just go to this rule, double click, and then let's just change the name of the rule. The less, hold on, the less spicy, what? DR, right? Less spicy discount rule. Okay, I'll just use abbreviation. Okay, and then now for the comment, this is what? This is exercise 35, right? And now let's change a couple of properties. Instead of the preference, I'm gonna make as a variable called spiciness preference, right? SPR. So that's a variable, right? and then it's greater than 1, then I have one more property expression to add, which is milder than what? That preferences, that preference, oops, question mark, that question mark SPR, that what? The preference is milder than what? Hot, right? And then it should be what? Now it should be 10% instead of 20. I think that's it, right? Okay. So let's just run. Good. So now I have 2 rules. Now it's time to synchronize the reasoner. I'll just stop the reasoner and then let's just restart the reasoner. Okay, so it looks good. Now let's just go to the individual by class, right? And then look at the customer, right? Just click customer. Customer 1, customer 2, customer 10, 2. Oh, yes, you know, customer 2, right? It has discount 10%, as you can see, right? Where is my pen? Hold on. Okay, so as you can see, it has discount 10%, right? So this is what? This is to our swirl rule, right? For which one? It's LS, less, you know, spicy DI rule, right? This is our second rule. We have just written, right? So this is due to the second rule. This assertions what was added, right? For the customer 2, right? And then let's see. The customer 3, the customer 3 as well, right? You see that has discount 10%. Why? Because there's two pizza, more than one, right? More than one pizza. And then the spiciness is what? It's a mild, right? So it satisfies the antecedent of the second rule. So this the consequent of the rule is now when it's added, right? Has discount 10%. So 2, 3, and 5, 2, 3, 5, right? 2, 3, 5. Okay. So what happened is, let's go back to our diagram. So thanks to this rule, right? LSDR rule that we have just added, about 3, I think it's customer 2, 3, or 6, right? So customer 2, and then customer 3, and then make one more, right? So what has been added is what? Data property assertions were added for the customer 2, 3, and I think it's 5 or 6, right? Let's check. I know that 2, 3, 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5. Okay, good. For 2, 3, and then what? Customer 5. For each customer, right? There are 3 data property assertions were added as a result of executing the swirl rule with the KB, right? And the things were added by the palette reasoner are, has discount, right? Discount of what? 0.1, 10%. And same for the C3, customer 3 has discount 10%, has discount 10% for the C2, C3, and C5. So in the A box, as you can see, the A box is getting larger and larger, right? Because you're adding more and more rules, okay? As you can see, let's see, I have to make sure to delete this line because my A box is getting bigger and bigger, right? Okay, so hold on, the orange, and this is the C5. This is what? This is a C5 and C1 and a couple of more, right? Okay, so yes, so I'm done with the exercise 34. In my next lecture, let's see, I'm going to do exercise 36, okay? Thank you.